okay, let me talk about the food part. So they brought the first batch of food, and I was like, okay, what can I eat in this thing? Then they offered tea, and I said, I don't drink tea because the fear that I had, it was as if, will I survive? Will I come back? Or will I not get missing? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia Amusho, and I speak about faith, lifestyle, relationship, business, and lots more. And on this particular vlog, I'm gonna be telling you about my first flight experience. Yes. And just before we dive right in, if you're yet to subscribe or you're new here and you like the content that you're seeing, please do well to click on the subscribe button and click the like button, share with your friends, and yeah, give this a thumbs up. All right, so yeah, like I said, I'm sharing with you my first flight experience, like my first traveling by air experience. Guys, all the things that they told me about it, like all the expectations, I didn't experience it. I don't know why. Maybe because I traveled at a time when there was COVID restrictions, and it was like, I don't know. But yeah, my expectations were not met, to be fair. And this is not like in a bad light or anything. It was like good because the fear that I had, it was as if, will I survive? And that was even the first time I was getting to the airport, like, ever. Yeah, don't blame me. I did not leave my country, as in, it's not my fault. Anyways, that was the first time I was traveling, and I was traveling by myself. And you can already imagine I am a kind of person who gets like really agitated and anxious when I'm doing things for the first time. So I was all like, hey God, hope I'm not misplaced, hope they'll not steal my bag. Guys, now that I think about it, it's so funny. Hope they'll not steal my bag. How? Where will I go? What's the process like from the airport? How is it gonna be? The day I was gonna travel, one of my big mummies, a family friend, she came to our house that morning, and then she like tried to put me through the process because parents were not even allowed in. Like, to make it worse, I was just gonna go in on my own, sort myself out, be a big girl, And she came that morning to like explain some things to me and also help me weigh my bags to ensure that okay, there was no extra luggage. Those things can cause really annoying stuff. So she was like, okay, when you enter this position, you will meet some immigration people, you will shake back, you will do this, you will do that. And she explained the process, and I was already like, God, what is this? This feels like forever. It feels like long and stuff. And my father said to me, do you understand? So, but understand. Jackie, mommy, shala, if again. In my head, I was like, see, telling me like 1,000,000 times is not gonna change anything. I just gotta experience what I have to experience. So I was like, no, it's fine, I understand, yes sir. And then that was it. I dressed up. Yeah, just before I continue, I'm going to like try to insert clips and all of that, just for you to like see what we'll talk about. So that was it. That morning, when it was like in the afternoon, because I was going on a night flight, so it was in the afternoon, and I left home, and we went and all that good stuff. I had weighed my bag from home, and I ensured that they were not up to like 23 kg each. So, and I had my hand luggage, and I had to drop plenty of things. I didn't like carry a lot of load because I was trying to be careful. We went to the airport, got there. Then there were like a lot of people, and in these COVID times now, like it was just bad. Like the queue was long, we almost didn't know where to stay. So I also went one uncle of mine also followed me. In fact, I'm telling people that followed me to the airport that day, my mom, my daddy, 2 uncles, only me, because like this is their baby girl going to the airport and traveling for the first time. They have to escorts me, right? So oh God. So yeah, got to the airport that day. It was really rowdy. People were not allowed to go in. People that had like night flights, they've been there since like morning, and the experience wasn't even cool at all. That was like the first thing that like had me off, like ugh. Okay. My dad dad and my uncle, they went like forward to go and like check, okay, what when is like where am I supposed to be staying, what queue am I supposed to stand on, got where I should put my luggage and all those kind of good stuff. So I was like still feeling cool and all. I was with my mom and my other uncle that followed me, and then we were just like together, and they went to do the whole findings and everything, and then they found out, okay, it's time for you to be on this so queue and all of that. And the good part was because the luggage I carried was heavy, like it was a lot, and I was already unsure. So carrying load was extra. I couldn't even bring myself to carry any load, like it was that bad. So my uncle helped me. He pushed the trolley that had my load like up onto the queue, up until it was like at the entrance. Shout out to him. He did so well for me for that one, because I felt like I was struggling pushing it, whether because I was scared or because I was anxious, but I couldn't even push my luggage. So yeah, it got to that point for me, and even though they were not allowed to, he was like, don't worry, I got this." And yeah, it did. It got to that point. Checked my passport. So when they scan your bag and they see that there's food stuff, they're gonna put your bags aside, and you're gonna have to pay some money just for carrying food stuff and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, fine. We did that one. We paid. It remained to pack my load now and go and stay where my plane, my aircraft, the flight I was going with, to go and stay on that queue. I was going with British Airways, so I was gonna locate where British Airways is. And my father is a very like detailed on to point person. He was just telling me, "Man, you have to check. Don't go to Turkish. Don't go to Qatar. You go to where British Airways is." And I was like, "Okay, sir, I will not miss it." So I was moving my load. It was also like small girl, 3 bags. It was bad. I moved my load shasha to where BA was. I stood on the queue. Luckily for me, there was one guy. He's just like, "Oh, you're for BA." I said yes. He's like, "Okay, don't worry, let me help you with your log." He helped me with my luggage, put it where it was supposed to be, like weighed and all perfectly. None of my luggage was more than 23, so it was just a go. Okay, we moved. We did the old check in, packed bag, do everything. Then at the point where they were supposed to give my boarding pass, the guy was now asking his colleague that is my hand luggage a hand luggage, like is he allowed or stuff. I was like, this is another wala I don't want to. And then the other guy was like, "Oh yeah, you can pass as hand luggage." I was like, "Ah, thank you, Jesus." Silly me, guys, I didn't lock my box. On top of the experience I've had in this life, that they said that even if you lock a box, sometimes they can jab box, they can, pack your load, they can steal stuff from you. I did not lock my box. But yeah, thankfully, they don't steal anything from me. I thank God for that. Immigration, oh. I did immigration. I cannot even remember. But yeah, there was just certain people somewhere where we had to fingerprint. That was where we had to do a thumb print. And then they would check your passports, fill one form. Spent another almost 2 hours, guys. Like, I was sweating. That place was supposed to have AC. That place was supposed to be cold and alright. More sweats. Like, it was bad. Like, I was really sweating. And
first boarding announcement on Qatar Airways flight QR1408 to Doha. Requesting checks and passengers on this service to please proceed to gate E1. It's now boarding at gate E55. This is your first departure call, please. Thank you.
we shall moved, then went again, checking luggage. The checking luggage process was just too much for me, to be fair, and it was safe again. You see the point of pulling up shoe and offing belts. I don't know, even sent me a message that day. I wore belts. I had to pull off my belt and everything at some point, so it was just annoying. But yeah. I moved. My dad and my mom did not enter. Nobody could enter, and I couldn't go back outside to meet them. So I was on my own. My flight was gonna be by 11, I think. So I was gonna just go and sit down, check my luggage and sit. So we did that. I was communicating with my parents. How are you? Hope you're on your way home. Okay. When they said, "Oh, have you settled that?" You almost. I said, "Yes, okay, it's okay. We're going home now." I said, "Bye-bye. Safe journey." And yeah, that was that one.
We on the moon. See you. Yeah. I'm going. How come I keep myself?
It was short time to board. We got on board, and then I was sitting at the last row, guys. It was nothing like I imagined, and I didn't sit by the window. For a first timer, I would have thought, window seats, my fair mama like lots of view, those view. But yeah, I didn't sit by the window, and we moved. So I sat in the middle with two guys by my side. Yeah, I met friends. And when I got on board, I was already like, see, this is your one time or your first time experience, and you gotta just like enjoy it. Anywhere they put you, anywhere you are seated, enjoy it. So I made up my mind already to enjoy it. I sat down, put my luggage up, and my seat partner came. The first guy sitting by my right came, and then there was one by my left. The one by my left wasn't supposed to be there. He changed his seat. He said he didn't like what he put him, so he changed his seat. Me, look at me. I shall face my business too. Then I wanted to do my seat belt, and I was like, should I struggle with this thing or should I ask somebody to do it? In my head, I already knew that, like, this is not about for me, this is not about me, trying to be a bush girl or anything, but I hate to be embarrassing myself outside, right? So I looked at myself and I'm telling myself in my head that, wait, you can just ask your seat partner to help you, because I saw that he had already fixed this one. So I looked at him and I said, oh, sorry, please, could you help me fix this? And he was like, oh, no problem, sure. And then he did it. And that was where we inched our conversation from. Where you going to? I met my friend, but guys, I did the worst thing ever. Didn't collect his contact. We never spoke after that day, because he was going to Edinburgh and I was going to Manchester. That was that one on that note. So I had a good night flight, to be fair. Good conversation with my boat partners, and yeah, I didn't insert their pictures because I think I took a picture with them. Yeah, so I did take a picture with both of them, and yeah, it was awesome. It was nice. So I enjoyed my night flight. I slept.
It's my friend. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Associate. I forgot to know.
She's always forgetting my name.
Really?
Lydia, stop it.
But
It's only said. So
Okay,
this is a
sorry.
recording for you not to forget.
Exactly. I'm probably just going to skip this one. So in case I forget, I'll just gonna play the video and be like, okay, it's listen. Okay. Okay, you guys, remind me, right? I'll see you when I see you. Bye, guys.
Here, let me talk about the food part. So they brought the first batch of food, and I was like, okay, what can I eat in this thing? Then they offered tea, and I said, I don't drink tea. In my head, or what I thought was like, okay, they're gonna offer juice as well, and then I'll just say, oh yeah, I'll have juice. But they did not offer the juice. They did not. Maybe as it got to our side now, then I feel like, okay, it's tea that we deserve, but I don't take tea normally, so I was just like, no, I'm fine, I'll pass. And then I was trying to watch something, didn't find anything interesting to watch, so I slept. So now when the plane was about to take off, we fastened our seatbelts. I remember my sister telling me, oh, it will make some noise or something like that, and you can plug your ears. Even my friend said the same thing. I was like, oh, okay, no problem, I'll be prepared for it. I was having that first time, how's it gonna be when it's gonna move? It's gonna oh my god, it's gonna be like just gonna move, like it's gonna shake, we're gonna be and stuff. But when the plane wanted to move, I did not feel nothing. I didn't use no earphones, I didn't use anything. It was just like as if, I don't know how to explain the feeling. It was normal for me. I was just laughing. Like as plane was moving, I was laughing. My sister partner was even wondering like, why this so much excitement, fam? But can't blame me. I was just laughing because it didn't meet my expectations. Like there wasn't any shaky move or something. Of course there was sound when the plane was taking off, but like, it wasn't as exaggerated, so to say. The kind of idea that I had, the kind of exaggerated idea I have, it wasn't up to that. So I was just like, plane to move. Ati on here, okay, we move. So it wasn't like anything expected. And then my second was like, oh, maybe because it's BA British Airways, that it's a good plane and stuff. Like he also noticed it. I think he's traveled before, so he was saying that, oh, he also noticed that usually planes, like when they want to move, there's that shaky whatever. I'm like, okay, well, at least I did experience it, good for me. And then when we're landing, I was like, prepare for the landing. It's gonna be like just like the taking off as well. I was like, okay. Then it was time to land, and I was laughing so hard. I was like, nah, this isn't what I expected. This isn't the idea that I had. Then I was going to drop at Heathrow and then get my next flight for Manchester from Heathrow.
So we are now at Central London, and we move, guys. If I didn't do this video, what's again? I don't know. I'm doing it, okay? And I'll see you guys later. Okay.
Done the old check-in, from up until where the plane was, where you were gonna sit before you board your plane. I lost. Like when I got after doing all my old check, it was not for me to find okay, where is BA? Where's this? Is this 7 a.m. flight or 8 a.m. flight? I can't remember. Where's the flight? Where's the clinic? Where are the people? Where are the passenger? Where am I gonna sit? I went up and down like 3 times or 4 times, guys. I'm no joke. And this time I didn't have my friend with me. There was nobody to, talk to or direct. I just kept looking for her. Who can I ask? Who can I ask? I did not see anybody to ask, so I was lost. So I almost lost, but my sis said no. Then I now saw one Dex, like help Dex, British Airways, and I went to ask that, oh please, I'm for the 8 a.m. flight, or is it 9 a.m.? I can't remember. One morning flight, shark, where am I supposed to go and stuff? Then oh yeah, just go. After directions, you guys, I still did not get it. I still misplaced one more time before I eventually found the place. Then I sat down and waited for my morning flight. One thing I was just grateful for was I enjoyed my night flight like maximally, because that morning flight 1 hour, actually 45 minutes, because it was supposed to be 1 hour, but it was 45 minutes and it was very boring. I sat by the window, thankfully, which I obviously did my window view stuff.
And when it is safe to leave your seats, please do take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to take a moment to remind you of the new hygiene and safe distance measures that we do have in flight. We do ask you to stay in your seat as much as possible.
The person who sat by me was an old man reading newspaper or reading a novel. I was reading a novel, so it was a very boring 45 minutes flight. So I thank God that I enjoyed to the fullest. My night flights. I slept, I gisted with my seat partners, I had a good time, and it was just awesome. So that was it. When I got to the when I landed at Manchester as well, got my luggage, and then went to go and wait for my family member to come and pick me in my that mind, or is it a movie that we have watched? It's where we have watched many movies when somebody's arriving from the airport and their family members are already waiting for them, waving a flag or looking. Oh god. Anyways, me, I didn't have that kind of experience. I had to go sit there in one place because my big mommy and my sister were coming to pick me, but for some delay, I just sat down for like maybe 30 minutes before they arrived. So I was just chatting on my phone and just trying to. I was like, maybe from that flight, I was probably the last person that left the airport, but Comman, because I'm here already. It didn't matter to me anymore. So when he came, I saw my sister. He was so sorry. Like it felt like we hadn't seen each other for a long time. And at first it was like shocking. We saw from afar. And then when she ran, we just ran towards each other. Finally, it took a whole lot to get here, but I'm so thankful that I made it. And that was it about my first flight experience. I didn't have any awful thing, like anything awful or any bad experience. I was very careful with what I ate because I didn't want to be using the toilet. As in, I was trying to be very, very careful. But overall, it was a good one. It was awesome. It was amazing. And that's it. I've come to the end of this video. I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Let's move the numbers. Let's move the family members. Let's move this community. You can drop it in the comment section what your first flight experience was like. And I'll see you in the comment section. Bye for now.
Favorite cousin?
Well done.
The rest of the cousins, she doesn't like them.
Wow, awesome.
Shout out to you.
Real big shout out for selling yourself well this morning.
You know the truth.
Obviously. We do. No worries. Yeah. Okay, let's get I joke a lot. My tripod stand, not the tripod Jeff.
Can you hurry up so you can help me cook?
Sorry? Unavailable. How? More available.